Hey everybody, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're talking about what is the Southyard in Fayetteville, Arkansas? What's going on there? It's crazy down there. So let's talk about that. But before we begin, if you could like this video and also subscribe, that would make the world of difference. I try to produce as much content as humanly possible about Northwest Arkansas, obviously. Also, if you've been thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, you've been down here or maybe you haven't been down here yet, I made something called the NWA, the Northwest Arkansas Starter Pack. It includes everything from what are the hospitals like, what are the schools like, all the really cool trail systems, all the cool events that happen here. It includes everything, my itineraries, it includes everything literally to start you off for NWA, literally a starter pack. Hence the name Starter Pack. So if you want to have a starter pack shipped right to your home, literally right to your home, just right to your home, enter your information below. Address, where can I ship this package to? Just enter your information and I'll get it shipped to you right away. Also, cool little tidbit, it actually comes with your first mountain bike to introduce you to Northwest Arkansas. So pretty cool, obviously, from my present to you. Also, it's my favorite 4-letter F word, free. So enter your information below and I'll make sure to get that package to you shipped right away. All right, so little bit of backstory about what is the Southyard, what is this Southyard thing in South Fayetteville. So many years ago, obviously, a long time ago, at the corner of College and MLK, there's obviously this kind of like thing called the farm co-op. Essentially, it is a farm co-op, essentially. And someone bought it, obviously, years ago and has been starting to develop it and has a huge master plan of what that area is going to look like. So we're going to talk about that plan right now, what it's going to look like, because construction started last year and it's starting to ramp up really quickly now. It's going to be all completed in 2023. So the first thing we need to talk about is that there is going to be 128 apartments on this South Town area. So it's going to be quite a few acres of actual space for plenty of development. We're going to kind of go through each one individually. But the first thing is that we're going to have 128 of extra apartments in that kind of corner area right between MLK and College. Now, a lot of them already been obviously established. I was actually just there today, kind of poking around, showing property. And it was really cool to see them develop it that fast because they've been working on this for quite some time. They got the apartments all done and they're already filled out, it's obviously. And so it's really cool to see the next stage of actual development, which is the commercial space, all the actual like entertainment side of the whole Southyard. But it's really cool to see all the apartments being built, and they're very modern. They're really cool. Like they really thought outside the box here when it comes to designing apartments. Just like the material used, and it's not your standard apartments by any shape or form. It's really cool because I've never really seen this before, but the actual parking spots are like kind of this pea gravel. Now I wasn't sure if this was like a design style, if there's like a unique choice, but it was just different, I suppose. But I was kind of going back in there, and all the parking spots like is all concrete, but then the actual parts were actually pea gravel. Not sure how that'll shake out, but it's really cool. It's different, I suppose. And I don't know if I'm sure there's some sort of like reasoning behind it, but it's really cool to see them think outside the box of how apartments should be done and what the future looks like for housing, of course. So number 2, and this is obviously, we're moving on past the apartments because that's really cool to see all those apartments being built there. But the next thing is that there's gonna be a big hotel being built there as well. So not only is the apartments being built there, but this is gonna be a whole entertainment section built right for the south part of Fayetteville. There's gonna be a large hotel there. I think it's gonna be like 7 stories tall, so it might be one of the more taller buildings in Fayetteville itself, right next to actually the Graduate, which is like downtown Fayetteville. But it's going to be a pretty tall hotel, so obviously this is being built out to be a real hub for a lot of things when it comes to Fayetteville. It's going to obviously connect directly to the trail system right there because the Razorback pathway is literally right there. So it's really cool to see all this happening with the hotel and the apartments and really starting to shape up to be this really fascinating entertainment district in the actual south part of Fayetteville. And just a little heads up about the hotel. The hotel is going to be like the last thing being built. That's going to be developed in 2024, like late 2024. But all the rest of the stuff that I'm going to be talking about is going to be starting and finishing in 2023. So this is going to be a quick moving project in the south end of Fayetteville. Whoa. Before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. So maybe you're thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas and you're looking at homes for rent or for sale, and you're using things like Realtor.com or Zillow.com. Way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. It sounds exactly what it is. Instant Home Updates. Wild concept, I know. So enter your information below, whether it's square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms, anything you're looking for when it comes to rentals or homes for sale. I'll make sure you don't miss a single listing or rental, all in Northwest Arkansas. If you want to keep up to date with all things Northwest Arkansas, like kind of what's going on here, every single Friday I send an email out just kind of talking about exactly that. All things Northwest Arkansas, all things cool going on here. So if you want to keep up to date with like comedians, all the cool events here, if you want to keep up with the music, all the new buildings, all the Southyard stuff, if you want to keep with all those things going on, enter your email below and I'll make sure that you get updated with all things Northwest Arkansas every single Friday. Little bit of forewarning, a little bit of heads up. You might get a little fear of missing out, a little FOMO, so to speak, but I'll make sure that you are the most informed person eventually when you make your way down to Northwest Arkansas. So enough about housing. Great, awesome stuff. We know housing's big around here. Let's talk about the important stuff. We need to talk about food. That's why I make these videos. But the really cool thing, as soon as I heard this, I was like, man, I have to make a video on this because it's so cool. 3 major restaurants that I'm super excited about or have already committed to building. And these are just a start. They're renting out more commercial spaces, more rentals, or excuse me, more restaurants right there. But the 3 that we're gonna be talking about is gonna be Central BBQ. So really cool. I think they only have 9 locations in America, but it is a major player when it comes to barbecue in like the kind of southern Midwestern region. So Central BBQ has committed to be there. Love it. So cool. Second one, which I'm even more excited for, Tacos and Tamales. So if you're familiar with like Bentonville's Tacos and Tamales, one of my favorite places up in Bentonville on the square, they're coming down to Fayetteville into the Southyard. So they've committed there. Super jazzed about that. But even more exciting, can I get my voice any higher? Even more exciting is the Meteor is coming to Fayetteville, Arkansas. Big fan of the Meteor. If you are a Bentonville native or if you come from Austin, Texas, you know about the Meteor. The Meteor is a kind of bike shop / coffee shop / restaurant. The food is incredible. Such a trip going to the Meteor. The one in Bentonville is located really close to the momentary downtown section of Bentonville. Kind of, I would consider the most hoppin', fun place to catch yourself on a night in Bentonville. So fun, so cool. It's like this collaboration of so many different things in Bentonville. They also have a location in Austin, and the first location was Austin, second location Bentonville. Now, third location, Southyard in Fayetteville. Now, side note, I'm a big fan of the Meteor, the original owners of Intelligentsia, which is a coffee brand located up in Chicago. My home area, big fan of Intelligentsia. So it's really cool to see the blend of like, I can't escape Chicago, it just finds me. But anyways, the previous owners of Intelligentsia owned the Meteor in Austin, owned the Meteor in Bentonville, and now they own the one in Southyard, Fayetteville. All right, so we've kind of covered the food part, my favorite part, but kind of the tail end of this video is gonna be talking about what the Southyard is going to do and also incorporate and kind of become. So the south part of Fayetteville has been being built up quite fast the last couple of years. It's becoming a more entertainment hub, like I mentioned before, the last couple of years. And so this is going to be kind of the core of so many things here. Obviously, I know that they're building out areas for people to perform music, and they've really incorporated that farm co-op style. They did not demolish the buildings; they actually incorporated the buildings into it. So that's where a lot of the commercial space is going to be. But on top of obviously the apartments and the restaurants and the actual like music space, they have 9 acres of play space to work with. So they're developing a actual like dog park back there, community gardens, trail system back there. So they're really incorporating all this area to be kind of this hub, central hub for entertainment district for the south part of Fayetteville. And last little side note, there's this whole thing, which I'll make a video about at some point because there's so much going on here, but there's something called the Arts Corridor in Fayetteville. The first part of the Arts Corridor is the lower Ramble, which is connected to the Razorback Pathway, which is next to the Fayetteville Library. The upper Ramble is going to be up at Dixon Street, and this is going to be kind of, I would consider like the lower Ramble. It's going to be part of the lower section of the Arts Corridor connected to the Razorback Pathway. So Fayetteville is building this massive corridor of things to do in Fayetteville, all connected to the Razorback Pathway. So it's awesome to see these things being developed, and they're obviously developing this all to be this massive corridor of fun things to do in Fayetteville all throughout the week. So it's fun to see the Southyard being part of that. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itinerary link below. Maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer. But there's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download it, use it when you get down here. Also, when you do come down here, I can give you the $10 tour so we can go up to Bella Vista, Bentonville, Fayetteville, Springdale, all the places. We can check out the whole area. I can give you the $10 tour, plus we can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar will go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, let's see you in the next one.